industry's starting to mobilize, boss.
Hell yeah!
The smart companies are getting busy. War's just an excuse.
That's good business, both for Jutland and the Ragnite biz.
Good to see you, sir.
Keep up the hard work. But try to clock out on time, yeah? Don't make your mama cry.
Yes, sir.
The war economy's coming. While everyone's rooting for us to win big, now's our chance to rake in the dough. Don't get cold feet accepting orders, got it? Competition's already heating up.
You got it, boss.
Is this really all right, Mr. President?
Don't worry so much. If we don't ride out this wave, we'll be left high and dry while our rivals are swimming in cash.
But the higher-ups in the Ragnite Manufacturing Union were opposed to the war, weren't they? They stressed that instead of agitating the Empire, we ought to focus on negotiating for fewer economic restrictions. So, won't this lead to a direct confrontation with the Union?
Even better. I can finally outplay those tight-assed coots. It'll be perfect. That said, they do got a good nose for money. Chances are, they'll support the military as soon as they smell profit. And that's when the real games begin.
I get it. Okay, Mr. President, you call the shots.
And that's that. But boss, what's our next step? Even if we take orders, we don't have enough Ragnite to fulfill them.
Leave that to our boys in battle. We keep winning, and we'll be up to our balls in blue rocks. Stick to your quotas, okay? On that note, we're gonna give the anti-Valkyria squad our full support. After all, what better advertisement could there be than an elite force kicking roozy ass with our weapons?
The Wunderkind of Jutland's government has returned!
I'm terribly sorry for being late.
Worry not. We weren't surprised at all when the messenger informed us of the situation.
It sounds like you had quite the debate with that moderate Councilman Lindegard.
I don't think politics would make for an interesting topic at the dinner table.
Everyone wants to hear about it. We were just talking about the day you persuaded the king on the necessity of this war.
You exaggerate, sir.
No need to be humble. Many of those here once held office as well, and they'd never heard of something so counterintuitive. To think that war would be what shines a ray of hope on a closed-off country. And what happened? The gunfire at the Empire's towering base in Molda became the light that illuminated Jutland.
Lord Mankind, I understand your desire to praise your future son-in-law, but it's a letdown hearing you tell the tale. We haven't even had a toast to celebrate his return yet.
Oh, where are my manners? Please excuse me, Lord Ostrad.
Don't worry about it, Lord Mankind. In fact, I'm quite thankful for it. Solomon, would you do the honors?
Me, Father?
Don't keep everyone waiting.
Very well. At this time, I think there is only one suitable toast to give. To Jutland's victory.
That's right, to victory.
To victory!
Furthermore, I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
The hostilities have begun. With that in mind, I'd like to delay Sophia's and my wedding until after the war. Until the day Jutland seizes victory.
Solomon, what's gotten into you? Does Sophia know about this?
This is my decision, and it's the first time I've mentioned it. I'm sorry for not discussing this with you.
I had a feeling you would say that.
You talk as if this has nothing to do with you.
Father, Solomon is very hard both on himself and on others. He feels that it would not be right for only him to be happy during this time of war.
It's all right, Sophia. You don't have to go out of your way to defend me. Please excuse my selfishness. I simply wish to focus on changing this country.
Our next mission is to seize the Ruse.
Then allow me to continue.
It was a success. The Jutland army has gained control of Ipseria.
Well, just as planned.
It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of Ipseria.
Like a jolt from the blue.
You mean bolt.
It's bolt?
Definitely Bolt. Yes, right now we feel jolted. I won't say who's to blame, though.
That was just a slip of the tongue.
Go on, Saul.
Jutland has seized the Empire's largest supplier of Ragnite. Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat.
Always the mastermind. We'll leave the thinking to you, as usual.
We have our work cut out for us. There's but one motto, everyone. Jutland has liberated Ipseria. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Liberation.
That angle should make for a great article.
Yeah, Liberator's got a nice ring to it. Hell, I'm feeling pretty libertine myself. Come here, Vi.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegard?
The truth is stranger than fiction. The traitors chose words that would give meaning to the war and appeal to all people.
Records indicate that an envoy from the Jutland Parliament arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense of rebuilding the Viceroy office Ruse left behind, he came to oversee the interim government. After they were colonized by the Rusi Empire, the Ipsarians couldn't participate in the administration of their lands.
The envoy from Jutland was Solomon the Traitor, who took action accordingly. He opened the Viceroy office to the public, gathered the citizens there, and spoke of Ipseria's future.
Ladies and gentlemen of Ipseria, I truly lament the hardship you have faced. You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your royal family. But the Rusi Empire has extinguished your guiding light, and the royal family is no more. With their unending greed for territory and dominance, Ruse has exploited you through intimidation. Faced with such a heavy burden, anyone would become exhausted and not question the rule of the Empire. But even your right to question authority was taken from you. Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high, and the Jutes are regaining our pride. In this age of turmoil and uncertainty, I am sure you wish that the royal family was still with us. From now on, you are the main players. Each of you must rally Ipseria in place of the royal family. Since your government has been in the hands of others for so long, I understand there may be some reservations. Therefore, Jutland will lend you its assistance. We started this war because we ardently hope to change Europa for the better. Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Ruzi Empire. As fellow men, we liberated you from their reign to return this country to the way it should be.
Hurrah for Ipseria! Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah
Hurrah for liberty!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, truly. To ensure that Ipseria is never again invaded by the Empire, Jutland hopes to stay in this country for a brief period and remain vigilant. As for the government, we will temporarily dispatch some people from Jutland to promptly get Ipseria running. We wish to work together with your representatives to establish your country. Please lend us your cooperation.
Solomon's passionate speech, paired with the distribution of the anonymous flyers, touched the hearts of the people. Within Jutland, Freet the Trader skillfully influenced public opinion. Crafting an easily understood composition, a tiny virtuous Jutland rebelling against an immense wicked Ruzi empire. He planted the idea that this war was the righteous thing to do in the people's consciousness. Meanwhile, ambassadors from each of the world powers gathered in the Ruzi Empire. There, they discussed the recent events with Emperor Claudius. Each country agreed that Jutland's invasion of Ipseria was a violation against the current world order. All the while, they blamed Ruse for bringing about the current situation. Emperor Claudius, however, was resolute and dismissed their protests, stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
Have you forgotten? Death itself bows to our imperial whim.
After Jutland installed an interim government in Ipseria, they soon set about to establish Ragnite supply routes. Basil the Trader mobilized the leaders in the Ragnite industry.
A Ruzi counterattack is coming soon. I'd bet my balls on it. Jutland won't stand a chance against a full frontal assault. That's why we gotta bring out the big guns. Let's show them what this industry can really do, boys. Time to ramp up Ragnite production, invest in alchemy, and develop monotech to catch the Empire with its pants down.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's the way you're saying it I take offense to.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Pops. Let me stress how vital it is to keep our momentum going. Not even an embargo could come between you and your profits. Now I want you to use that fortitude to amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry. But by losing Ipseria, Ruse took a heavy blow. They know how serious Jutland is. I don't think we should escalate the situation. Violence begets violence, you know.
You soft or something? Don't go limp on me now. We're up against a goddamn empire. We go at this half-assed, and we'll be the ones getting bent over and screwed.
Rise and be recognized.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you see at Ipsaria?
I saw the Princess of Jutland.
What's that supposed to mean? Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
That's exactly what I saw.
Oh my.
In addition, a powerful force defends her. They crushed our military's mono-weaponry with ease.
And? I heard you fought them.
Indeed. They had special weapons. One similar to the right arm that Your Majesty has bestowed to me. They were weapons that emitted a Ragnite glow.
Interesting.
New monotech, huh? Not bad. Even backed into a corner, the dogs of war still have a bit of bite to their bark.
You still harbor doubts, young Maxime.
What are you referring to, sire?
Do not take us for a blind man.
Yes, sire. To think he would see through me is a terrifying man indeed.
Questioning minds and hesitant spirits seek answers. No? Very well. We shall abide.
Answers?
Victor, Gelouche, Gustav. These men served us well before we took the throne, and have proven themselves stalwart comrades along our path of power. Together, these worthy peers comprise the Grand Generals, save for Balthus IV, who was slain by Jutish hands.
I am aware.
Maxime, we would have you fill his lordly shoes.
What? Do you mean to make Maxime a Grand General?
Correct. He is capable enough. What's more, we wish to judge with our own eyes the potential of alchemical augmentation.
This is absurd! Forgive me, sire. It is not my place to speak of such matters.
Suspect whether power corrupts. Question that money is evil. Doubt even if right makes might. But never lose faith in us. For we shall never forsake you. There is your answer. The secret to our success. In faith, there can be no hesitation.
What arrogance. What confidence. But they are befitting of His Imperial Majesty. I don't know what the future will bring, but I shall wield my strength for the sake of this man.
Grand General Maxime, from this day on, take heed of your distinguished station, and conduct yourself accordingly. Devote yourself henceforth to us alone.
As you command.
Ha ha! Wonderful! Welcome aboard, Grand General Maxime.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Our Ragnite supply is going to take a hit if Ipsaria falls under a Jutish banner.
Well, it's not like Ipsaria is our only source of Ragnite.
That's true, but then again...
What's happening in Ipsaria? Jutland. Excuse me. Where is that Ragnite going?
I've heard it's headed to Jutland. Who are you, by the way? Looking for work in the mines?
No.
If you're interested, I can put in a good word for you. They don't call it the Lands of Plenty for nothing. Why, it's thanks to Jutland that Ipsaria is back on its feet.
Thank you for your time.
That Jutish envoy's speech to Ipsaria was an outrage. I know a challenge to the superpower's authority when I hear one.
It wasn't just me, then? If we do not make a move soon, they may come for one of our territories next.
And yet our Ruzi representative has yet to show his face.
So it seems, even after calling us here in the small hours.
He told us to meet at once, but I can't help but wonder if the Emperor intends to sleep through this catastrophe.
Your Majesty.
Thank you for waiting.
We understand you're a busy man. I trust you've heard about Jutland's speech and...
Of course, we have heard.
They may as well have declared war against all of Europa. This embargo was initially your Majesty's idea, was it not? You said Jutland was not worth any military expenditures because they'd give up and fall in line after just 1 year. But the result? Like a beast at bay, Jutland bore its fangs.
Franken society calls it the trading band's just desserts. Ipsaria is the price of having one's cake and eating it too.
This is the very reason Preutzen stayed out of the blockade.
Even so, you can hardly pretend this isn't your problem too.
Precisely. Your nation doesn't want to make enemies of us.
What was that?
Gentlemen, this is no time to be quibbling over trifles. At any rate, I think we all wish to hear from your Majesty. I shan't mince words. How could you underestimate Jutland?
I could ask the same of you.
I won't deny it. Regardless, had we shown discretion after the Mulder incident, the outcome today may have been different, don't you agree?
How rude. This war is already proceeding according to our design.
And what would that be exactly?
We needed a reason to strike Jutland when they did not bend to economic pressure.
Are you claiming this sordid affair is all of your devising?
No matter what Jutland says, the fact that they attacked us justifies our invasion. We will show them what happens when a small nation dares to defy an empire.
But winter fast approaches. Are you ready and able to fight?
The battlefront is further south. Weather conditions will be much milder, with barely any snow to hinder us. Our only concern is keeping the supply chain uninterrupted, but we have more than enough troops positioned to defend it. As the war drags on, the Jutes will tire. When they do, we use the opportunity to fortify our strength.
Leave everything to us.
Captain Gronkair. I brought my mother and grandmother. Gran wants to thank you personally.
For what?
For Ipsaria, dear. Thank you ever so much. My little sister sends her gratitude too, I'm sure.
Oh, my aunt married into an Ipsarian family, so
I see.
we're so grateful to you for liberating them. We've heard the living conditions there were getting worse and worse.
Well, it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here either. But it feels like they've had it even rougher than us.
It's thanks to Vanergan Jutland won these battles, Mom.
Oh yes, quite right. We're oh so very thankful to you all.
That's yours, Captain?
Yeah,
And you take care of it yourself?
of course.
Hans's mom, huh?
She wanted to thank us for liberating Ipsaria.
Yeah, we heard. They must have been really happy, what with how much they were bowing to you. We're not fighting to be thanked, but it does feel pretty good. What do you think, Captain?
It's appreciated, but I wish they wouldn't.
This is a true story. The two victories transformed the mood in Jutland.
At the time, the people hailed Ophelia as the goddess of victory, or Jutland's savior. The morale of the people is important in war, and I hear her presence was a powerful unifying force to that end.
To see the truth behind the war, we must understand what Ophelia felt, how she changed outside her role as princess.
But, Professor, she never wrote a memoir or left records that discussed anything of the sort.
The only one who knew was my great-great-grandmother. Still, Ophelia tried very hard to reciprocate her people's expectations at the start of the war.
My beloved people, from the bottom of my heart, I feel that Jutland is undergoing a momentous awakening even now. As you all know, I stand at the front lines of battle. Many have claimed I ought to put politics before principles. Even my king father wished for me to stay my hand. I, however, cast off such aspersions to swear by the sword. This blade will not be sheathed. My hand shall never stay until I have cut down the source of our kingdom's suffering. The fight has only just begun. Everyone, I ask only that you believe in me as I do you. Let me be the light to shine through our country's night.
Long live Jutland! Long live the princess!
Long live Ophelia!
Dear shield maiden, spear in hand, please grant us the strength to stand, watching over this fair kingdom. 'Tis our one and only home. Oh heaven,
Times like this, you gotta think Fifi's blood really is blue.
The environment does shape who we are.
The royal family certainly has a unique way of seeing and thinking about the world.
But should she stay center stage, it's curtains for our crew.
How do you mean?
If anything were to happen to Princess Ophelia, the entire country, from cowherd to king, would be out for our blood. The anti-Valkyria squad's fate now hinges on Her Highness.
That reminds me, I heard an interesting rumor. Seems people think the princess has a special power. That it's the reason we're able to win against Ruse.
I hear they've been calling our unit the Princess Platoon. Were you aware of that, Captain? Whatever.
Ow!
Don't be saying petty crap like that.
I agree.
At first, I could tell she was just speaking from the soul. But by the end, her head truly caught up with her heart.
Yes. Well, the princess is always keen on showing her empathy for the people of Jutland.
Why hold your applause now? 'Tis the war you've waited for.
And why did you applaud? You were against the war, were you not?
That ship has sailed. Now I must with utmost haste rebuild the bridges these battles have burnt. And so I clap for the princess's passion, even as I weep inwardly to see Her Highness bearing arms.
It seems His Majesty has accepted it.
Royalty does as royalty wills. Far be it from servants such as we to question the wishes of the crown. But mark my words, I shall employ every last ounce of my parliamentary prowess to put an end to this war.
We'll advance our pieces further. As the winter goes on, the Empire will be able to mobilize less and less. Let's proceed heading north at once. Our target is the Imperial colony of Avaloon. We'll destroy the sectors of their Ragnite industry.
Let me get this straight. We cut off their Ragnite supply, then hit their weapon stockpiles.
Correct. Avaloon presently functions as the Empire's armory. The majority of the citizens work in the industrial zone. After the country was made into a colony, Claudius built an infrastructure to give the people work and a place to live.
Giving the Emperor a pretty high approval rating, I hear.
But it's all a lie, isn't it? He completely cuts them off from the outside world and makes it sound like a utopia. There's no personality. Everything's been standardized. They've forgotten how to think for themselves. I've gone there several times for work, and to be blunt, the people all seem dead inside.
That'll change once Jutland wins. We're going to liberate them.
What confidence. Still, that's you to a T.
Has our boy Saul ever been sheepish?
Oh, I remember. At the orphanage, toward Miss Maria.
That's quite enough.
Oh, someone's embarrassed.
Not at all.
Aren't you being sheepish right now?
Hey, get a room, you two.
Yikes.
Is something on your mind, Amblet? You've been quiet this whole time.
Wondering when the Valkyria will show up.
That is a concern. The Empire hasn't deployed it yet.
Guess Jutland means that little to the Rux. They think they can beat us without playing the ace up their sleeve.
The Empire must know about the anti-Valkyria squad. Maybe they're just being cautious.
If I were the Emperor, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Once winter comes, their military muscle will be useless. the snow won't stop the Valkyria.
Amlet, if it appears, will you be able to bring it down this time?
Yes. It's why we created this weapon, created the squad.
Very well. Let's begin then. To prepare for our operation on Avaloon, we must first gather recent intel on the area.
So my turn then.
Yes. Please contact your informant.
Got it. But right now he's commanding the troops at the Tamir Road blockade. As it is, I don't know when he'll return to the Empire.
For an Imperial officer and a married man, that boy toy of yours sure won the mistress lottery. Why not pay him a little visit on the job, Vi? Be all like, "Oh my darling, I couldn't wait to see you," or something.
I am not that kind of woman. That goes for both me and my other persona.
Then we'll have to drive him back.
Let's try it. Tamir Road is one of the main paths that connect the Empire to Ipsiria, but that blockade overextends the battlefront. They should withdraw if we inflict a sufficient amount of damage.
And if they stick around, they'll be surrounded and sieged.
That location has no value that's worth losing your lives over, unless the commander is exceptionally incompetent.
That won't be a problem. He's pretty amazing.
Oh, really? Well, he won't stand a chance against Am. You got this. Kick his ass as hard as you can without actually killing him.
Got it. We'll go to Tamir Road. I'll tell the others it's a scouting operation.
I'll hide in the Imperial capital and wait for my informant to return.
Be careful, Violet. Now that we're in a state of war, the importance of intel on Imperial territory will increase. By the same token, they'll be on alert, and security will be tighter than before. Plan accordingly beforehand. This is a crucial moment going forward. Our collaboration and exchange of intel must remain a secret more than ever.
Guess I better get to work too.
Another anonymous flyer?
No, a letter this time. To the editor, stating that liberation is coming.
Ophelia met with her former instructor, whom she highly respected, my great-great-grandmother Charlotte Loudrup. There, Charlotte spoke about an incident that had occurred during Amlet's orphanage days.
This is the only lead we found.
Right.
The orphanage that burned to the ground. So that's what happened to the captain before he was adopted. And yet, there's no record of it.
Perhaps there is more to this mystery.
There may be. Let's look into it.
Oh? But I thought there were no records.
None that are public.
The names etched here continue to grow. So His Imperial Majesty plans to carve the name of every soldier who has fallen, including the lower ranks. Mine too will be etched here if I die. I've sworn loyalty to the Emperor, but does my heart lie with Ruse? Or does it lie with Ipsiria?
Placing Maxime in the seat of a Grand General. His Majesty is acting unusual.
Nah, this has Claudius written all over it. And at least he's keeping things interesting.
Even if Maxime's useful, he isn't Rusy. Our honor as the Grand Generals will only tarnish with his addition.
I get it. Feeling a little replaceable, are we, Victor?
Don't be absurd.
Aw, are you worried the Emperor likes Maxime more than you?
Gustav!
Well, all jokes aside, don't worry. His Majesty is only having fun with his new toy. That's just his way. It'll pass.
Come on in. Come back anytime. Welcome. Have a good one.
How you doing?
What's up? How are you?
Cut it out.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
What's up?
Welcome. Come back soon.
Yo.
Captain.
Is something the matter?
Yeah.
Oh my. It's a little forcible, but this isn't too bad.
What are you doing?
Tailing you? Not for any particular reason, though. I guess you could say it's a work habit. That aside, do you remember our agreement?
No?
You said you'll come drink with me next time.
You were serious?
But of course. And we're going right now.
What?
The woman with the captain is from the intelligence division. Lieutenant Sand, I believe. What do you make of it, First Sergeant?
Well, it can only be one thing. You know what I mean. It's a scandal. We've got a scandal on our hands.
To have the attention of such a beautiful woman. The captain's a lucky man.
Anyway, we're going to follow them. Bloom, summon the rest of the unit.
What? Why?
We share the good and the bad with each other. That's how you strengthen the camaraderie within a unit. Naturally, that goes for the juicy bits, too.
I won't be seeing you for a while. It'll be lonely. What is it? Something bothering you?
The Valkyria. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It's a miracle I'm still alive.
Am.
I'm fine. Really, I am.
You're the only one who's encountered a Valkyria. The only one who knows how terrible its power is. Intelligence on it is extremely sparse. But the Valkyria is the Empire's most classified secret. The units from other countries that encountered one have mostly been annihilated. And any survivors have gone mad. I'm really glad you came back alive. Looking back now, we were pretty reckless then. Trying to assassinate Claudius, I mean.
I don't think it was a mistake at all. Other than that one time, he never leaves his palace.
True. He's been holed up in the capital ever since. He used to parade about or travel abroad. It's like he's become a different person ever since he acquired the Reaper.
The Valkyria will never get near him. Not while that thing's around. I have to take it out.
Yeah. You'll make it happen, Am. I'm depending on you, Captain. And of course, you guys too.
We've been made.
You were too obvious. I may not look like it, but I am an officer in military intelligence.
I've heard of your exploits, Lieutenant Sand.
A spy! So cool!
Ah, such bewitching beauty. If only a winsome woman like you were my superior. Rather than some rustic male ragamuffin.
Thanks for the compliments.
What are you all doing?
Now, heroes of Jutland. The captain said he'll treat all of you today. Come on now, drink up!
Hooah! Free booze! Don't mind if I do.
If you're offering.
I'll just have one. Bottle, that is. I won't be drinking. Honestly, what do you all think a standby order is?
How about it, Miss Violet? Let's abscond from this plebeian pub for some rest and relaxation at my mansion.
No booze for you, Bloom.
I know.
I told you I'm not going to drink.
Hamlet, I challenge you to a duel.
Isaac, you've had too much to drink. I'm not the captain.
I don't want to whine, but... Oh, wait. Yeah, I do.
Welcome. Come again.
Yo. What do you want? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? See ya. Yo.
Need something?
Well done.
What's the matter?
Well done. We've got a new... Up details of... That is all.
Let's do this!
Hey, they're not so tough!
Let's end this! Alright. I'll give it my all!
In the name of Jutland! I had a bad feeling!
What are you looking at?
Watch this!
This is going well.
Charge!
Stronger than you!
Keep it up!
My word!
I swear on my sword. What are you looking at?
Yep, let's go!
Out of my way! That all you got? Who's next?
Hey, they're not so tough!
Keep an eye on them.
Let's end
It's an ambush!
All right.
Let's go! In the name of Jutland! Not a bad
Pay it out! Keep it up!
see your ears!
Watch this!
Terribly
Who's
sorry.
next?
Now or never.
Who's next? Commander down! All right.
I'll give it my all. Damn Jutes!
Who's next? That all you got? All right. Break through.
Awesome.
Commander down. You're no match for me.
I found them!
Think you could take me? Let's end this! Who's next?
Onward to victory.
That should do some damage. Mission complete. I honed myself for Jutland.
What's the matter?
Well done. Well done. Well done. We've got a new assignment. Up details. That is. Let's do this.
Hey, they're not so tough.
Intercept the enemy!
On surge. Who's next? End this! All right. Day is ours! Commander down! Leave it to me. Who's next?
In the name of Jutland.
Charge!
Onward to victory.
Commander down!
That will work.
That all you got?
Rest in peace.
Allow me to assist you.
I'll prove myself.
Out of my way! End this! Commander...
Taste my blade.
next?
Yeah, this is awesome!
That all you got? Who's next? All right. Commander down.
Tides are turning! Now or never!
Who's next?
That won't work! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy!
Who's next?
There is no other way.
That all you got? Commander down!
Down goes the horse.
All right, push through! All right.
Onward to victory! Oopsies! Yeah! Ah! Evasive action!
All right. Commander down! What are you looking at? Break through!
Yay, we win!
Who's next?
Hey, they're not so tough! Yay, we win!
Mission complete. As expected.
What's the matter?
Well done. Well done. Well done. We've got a new assignment. Updating. That is all.
Let's do this! Let's end this! Commander down! All right.
In the name of justice!
Oh, you got us! Watch this!
The tides are turning!
Who's next? Watch this! Come with me! Commander down!
Taste my blade!
That all you got?
Run! Constant vigilance!
Keep it up!
Got it back!
Keep it up! Let's end this!
In the name of Jutland! Stronger than you!
Who's next?
Now or never!
All right. That all you got?
Taste my blade!
Next! Out of my way! Who's next? This is going well.
Terribly sorry!
Pay your dollars! Out of my way!
Yep, let's
Who's
go!
next?
Yeah.
Watch this! Damn it! What are you looking for? Mission complete.
I've grown stronger!
What's the matter? Well done. Up to... That is all.
Let's do this! Open fire! Who's next? Commander down!
In the name of Jutland!
Leave it to
Power
me!
comes from within!
I'll push you.
Ding ding!
What are you looking for?
Taste my blade!
Watch this!
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Commander down!
Allow me to assist you. I'm with you.
Pumped.
Keep an eye on them.
But I don't wanna.
Who's next? Commander down!
Break through.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I'm
Power
with you.
comes from within. Yep, let's go.
Who's next?
Let's go. In the name of justice.
Out of my way! Who's next?
Pay is ours.
Watch this!
The tides are turning.
You're no match for me.
Out of my way! Commander down! All right.
Break through.
Taste my blade.
Pay is ours.
That should do some damage. Mission complete.
I am one with the sword.
What's the matter? Well done. We've got an...